Hey you guys, I'm Kendra with JakoPure, and today we are going to spatchcock a chicken, which sounds very fancy and very impressive, but all that really means is we're going to cut the backbone out of the chicken so that it lays nice and flat, and so it looks really beautiful when you serve it. So I have with me, I have a JakoPure chicken, pastured chicken. Oh, by the way, this is Lincoln. Can you say hi, Lincoln?
Hi.
This is my little cooking buddy. He loves to cook. So I'm starting with the chicken. This particular chicken I have brined, which I highly recommend. Brining is just soaking your meat in a saltwater solution, and it totally changes the flavor. It's so moist and tender, and it's so lovely. It's just worth every step of the process. Hey, Lincoln, you either need to sit up or get down. Thanks. Okay, so it's brined, but you can spatchcock any kind of chicken. It doesn't have, that's not part of the equation, whether it's brined or not. So the tool that I'm going to use is a kitchen shear. There's nothing particularly special about this brand. In fact, it's kind of a cheap one. I wish I had a better one, but any kitchen shear will work. I've never tried this with a knife, but I imagine that it would be a little tricky. So I really recommend a kitchen scissors. So what we're gonna do is a very simple process. So I have my chicken, my Jako chicken, like this.
Mine, look.
Oh, there's peppercorn on it. Yep, that was from the brine. Didn't get that peppercorn out of there. And so all you do is flip the chicken over so you can see the backbone. Now you might need to get these, untuck these wings so you can see the full length of the backbone. And what we're going to do is just take our scissors and we're just gonna cut both sides of the spine. We're just taking this whole backbone out right here. So just take your scissors. This is not a pretty process. The noises are really funky because you're cutting bones, but you just got to go for it. You're not going to look like a rock star when you're doing this. It's kind of messy, so you just go for it. So I'm just going to cut up one side of the spine. See what I tell you? The sounds are kind of weird. You don't like listening about it. Okay, so now I have made an incision. So I have my backbone is on this side. I have made the first cut. Thank you. I love you too. Now I'm going to make my second cut, and you can cut either direction. I actually prefer flipping it over so I have the neck as my handle. So I'm going to flip it over, grab my scissors, and we're going to make our second cut. We're just going down the other side of the backbone right here. Kind of have to approach it from both sides. Whatever works. Like I said, there is no fancy way to do this. Okay, so now my backbone is removed. I am going to save that to use for if I make bone broth or if I make soup or whatever, I'll just throw that in because there is a little bit of meat there and the bones are really flavorful. So now the spine, the backbone is removed. Now it's kind of floppy because the structure is gone. The only thing to do left is to flip it over. So now I have the meat breast side up, and I'm just going to give it a good crack. And what I'm doing is just breaking the collarbone. You hear that? I just broke the collarbone on both sides so that it lays nice and flat. And so now I have made a chicken that is totally flat. I will put it on the grill like this with the breast meat and the thigh and leg meat down. And you see how it just lays so nice and flat now instead of being round like a bird. So I'll put it on the grill with this side down, or if you put it in the oven, put this side up so that it gets nice and brown. But then when you serve it on the table, it just looks so beautiful like this. So the only other thing to do is, this is again aesthetic, make sure that your wings, like if they're flopping around, make sure you just tuck them back there behind, like you're putting them behind his shoulders, and make sure that the thigh meat is in. Sometimes the legs want to go back their natural direction, but you want to force them, you just want to lay them like this. So this is a spatchcocked chicken, and that's all there is to it. So enjoy, have fun.